Right, this is my son Mike. He is almost 21 years old, and he has just recently gotten very involved in collecting vinyl albums. So, Mike, why don't you just tell us what it is that first drew you to vinyl?
Um, Probably my friends and just the scene that I'm in. Being a musician, I'm surrounded by it, so it was inevitable that eventually I would probably start collecting them, and yeah.
And what about the sound do you think is different, say, from digital?
Analog sound, personally for me, it just sounds a little bit more raw, not quite as produced. Whether it's necessarily better, um, that's up for anyone to decide. I just prefer it opposed to digital sound.
And are you trying now to collect vinyl?
Yeah, I mean,
And you have your collection over here
yes.
with your turntable. And why don't you talk a little bit about the artwork in the album cases?
Well, that's one of the big reasons that myself and a lot of other people enjoy it, is because you not only get the music, but you get the artwork blown up onto a bigger scale than a CD, and then there's also sometimes extra things that bands will include with the vinyl version that's not with anything else. So right here I have Death Cab for Cuties, Transatlanticism, and this is what's called a gatefold LP. So it opens up like this, and there's actually two individual records that come with it. And so this one happens to have a whole little booklet of artwork, and it has the songs with all the lyrics printed. It's like a 6-page booklet with just a bunch of cool stuff in it.
So it gives you more of a feeling of getting to know the artist when you can see that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then lastly, why don't you just play a little bit of that album just so we can hear a little bit of it?